Once upon a time, in a bustling town surrounded by rolling hills, there was a woman named Anna who worked at a small but busy health clinic. Anna was known for her dedication and kind heart, but recently, her work environment had become a source of great distress. The director of the clinic, Mr. Grayson, seemed to constantly criticize her work, and Anna felt as though he was always against her. His sharp tone and disapproving glances had begun to weigh heavily on her, and she often found herself dreading going to work. Anna tried to brush it off, telling herself it was just a phase, but the tension only grew. She began to question her abilities and wondered if she should leave the clinic altogether. The thought of starting over at a new job was daunting, but the idea of staying in such a hostile environment felt unbearable. One day, after a particularly harsh interaction with Mr. Grayson, Anna decided she couldn't handle it anymore. She confided in a close friend who suggested she seek advice from the elder at the nearby monastery. The monastery was a serene place, known for its wise and compassionate elders who often helped people navigate their struggles. The following morning, Anna made her way to the monastery. The elder, Father Elias, welcomed her with a warm smile and listened attentively as she poured out her frustrations. "Father Elias," she said, "I've tried everything I can think of to make things better at work, but nothing changes. Mr. Grayson is so nasty to me. I'm thinking of quitting because I just can't take it anymore." Father Elias nodded thoughtfully and, after a moment of silence, said, "Anna, finding a new job is not always easy. Before you make such a decision, would you be willing to try an experiment?" Anna, intrigued but skeptical, agreed. "This experiment requires humility and faith," Father Elias continued. "First, change the way you think about Mr. Grayson. Instead of focusing on his faults, see him as someone who might be struggling in his own way. Second, I want you to pray for him daily. Say this prayer repeatedly throughout the day." He handed her a small piece of paper with the words written on it. "Lord Jesus Christ, I thank you that through the director of the clinic, Mr. Grayson, you are showing me how far my heart is from you, and I cannot keep my peace. Please send him an angel of peace, and do not forget me, O Lord." Say this prayer with faith and trust that God will work in ways you cannot see. Do this faithfully, and then see what happens. Though unsure, Anna decided to follow Father Elias's advice. Each morning and evening, she said the prayer, trying her best to let go of her resentment. She also made a conscious effort to approach her interactions with Mr. Grayson with a calmer and more understanding attitude. At first, nothing seemed to change. Mr. Grayson was as critical as ever, and Anna felt the familiar sting of his words. But as the days went by, something unexpected happened. She began to feel a sense of peace within herself. Instead of reacting defensively to Mr. Grayson's comments, she responded with patience and composure. 2 weeks later, as Anna was organizing files at her desk, Mr. Grayson approached her. To her surprise, his usual stern expression had softened. "Anna," he began, "I've noticed something different about you lately. Either you've changed or I've been wrong about you all along. I'm sorry if I've been too harsh." Anna was stunned. She thanked him for his words, and from that day forward, their working relationship transformed. The tension dissipated, replaced by mutual respect and collaboration. The clinic became a much more harmonious place, and Anna found joy in her work once again. Reflecting on the experience, Anna realized the power of humility, faith, and prayer. By shifting her perspective and trusting in God, she not only changed her own heart, but also influenced the heart of another. It was a reminder that true victory often comes not from external solutions, but from an inner transformation rooted in faith and trust. It is a matter of faith. If we are truly committed to the Lord and put all our trust in Him and humble ourselves, we can bring victory. Relying solely on human reasoning and psychological approaches to solve problems will not lead to true victory unless we also fully commit ourselves to God, trust in His guidance, and maintain a humble attitude, allowing Him to work through us and provide the ultimate solution. If this story touched your heart, remember to like, subscribe, and share.